Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Lord of the Rings, the Third Age walkthrough. We are in Minas Tirith, and looks like we're just taking care of some stat bonuses here. Yeah. Lots of, lots of spirit increases, or I should say mostly increases to spirit. And looks like Gandalf's waiting to chat.
It is good to see you here. Your force must divide and stop the invaders. Find me higher up in the city when you are through.
Let me join you, my friend. My hammer longs for troll flesh.
Alright, let's get this party started. Alrighty. Nothing new here, it looks like. 3 archers and... I don't know, I guess the guy with the shield I think can stun, but... he's not gonna live long enough. Womp womp. How about this one? Nope. Once again, nothing new here. I think I was trying to do some damage with Morrowind to level her a bit, or at least give her a one shot in battle, just so that she'd get full experience as opposed to not getting any. I don't know though. At the end of the day, it didn't really matter much. Yeah, actually, so I'm noticing a bit of a difference between the two playthroughs. It looks like Hadhad has about somewhere around 700 health more than he did, so he must be quite a bit more leveled, unless my imagination's getting the best of me. But yeah, it sure looks like he's got a lot more. Although, actually, come to think of it, that actually could be partially due to the ancient Elfstone of Health enhancement, because I believe everybody's got one of those equipped right now. So, yeah, who knows? That could be part of it. I can tell though the AP totals are way higher right now. So these, I think for the most part, my characters have a lot more AP, or a lot more stat points invested into their spirit stat. Anyways, alright, so this fight, not much different here other than obviously we've got a caster to deal with, which, again, they can be silenced, so that's kind of the cheesy way to deal with them, I guess, or the smart way to deal with them, however you want to look at it. And yeah, I don't know. I'm torn on Barathor's helmet here. It kind of looks cool, but kind of not. I don't know. Hard to say, I guess. Busting out Flames of Ruin. Okay, that's an odd choice. I guess maybe I just wanted to see it again. Super. Yeah, that's really overkill, but. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I must have just wanted to see it. It does look cool, to be fair, right? Whoever did the effects for that spell did a really awesome job. The only thing that looks a little cheesy is the volcano, but who cares? The flames look amazing. Like the circle of flames around him just looks so awesome. Alright, anyways, looks like we've moved on to the next area. And we're going to stand around, because that's productive. I mentioned it in the previous video, but so my characters have got you know, the equipment from basically the end of the game, essentially. So if you're wondering where these axes came from, it's actually I believe these ones come from the Minas Tirith evil mode. So obviously we actually haven't unlocked that at this point in the game. So once we do, we will be able to get that. The belt buckle of the fathers. I vaguely remember this being pretty good. Yeah, 16 spirit and 8 speed. I'm fairly certain I'll end up equipping this. That's gonna boost up his... Yeah, gosh. That's like 13 spirit more than what I was using, yeah. I'll lose a little bit of speed, but I think that's alright. Yeah, that's huge. 1253, almost 100 AP gain just in that amount of spirit as well. So yeah, again, pretty sure I end up equipping this. I would sure think so. And really only a slight armor reduction, which, I mean, in all honesty, isn't that big of a deal for Hadhad anyway. Okay, so did I not equip that? What's going on here? I have a hard time believing I didn't equip that. Yeah, belt buckle. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. So this is the first time I've ever put any points into her spirit, into Morwyn's spirit, and I kind of liked it. Now, granted, yeah, I taught her all of the Shadowcraft abilities and Lightcraft abilities, so that had something to do with it. But at the same time, it felt like she had a decent AP pool for a change. You know, normally she's just, it feels like she's always running out of AP. You know, her initial spirit stat is not that great, and some of her abilities are fairly expensive. So it was kind of interesting. It was you know, definitely the first time, like I said, the first time I've ever built spirit on her, and I actually really liked it. Which weird, I guess go figure. Now that being said, her melee attack towards the end of the game is pretty weak. I mean, I guess that's just, maybe that's just obvious, but that was a-okay with me. I was pretty happy with how it all turned out. Anyways, here in Minas Tirith, I actually just wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing any triggered fights. I noticed I found one triggered fight that was kind of in a hidden area further on in Minas Tirith. So I was trying to be you know, fairly tenacious in my exploration. So you'll notice I kind of just cruise around and run into corners and stuff all the time. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, that's because I'm looking for, you know, triggered fights. So bear with me. Oh, that Morgul Mirror. So once again, you know, a great way to take care of that is to bring in Aodhan and just cast his Dispel. Obviously, he knows Dispel right off the bat. And the great thing about his is, you know, it's multi-target, whereas, you know, obviously you can get Dispel with the Shadowcraft tree, but it's only single target. So I feel like, you know, just bring in Aodhan and get it all done at once, especially when there's 4 targets. Otherwise, I suppose you could probably just, you know, deal damage, or like, I guess just blow through it and maybe not care, because, I mean, worst case scenario is if you've got enough damage with, like a Wheel of Fire or Flames of Ruin in this case, you know, you could actually just take yourself down to 1 health. But as long as you kill everything, you'll probably be fine, and then you just heal up after, you know, use items or whatever. But I prefer to, or when I can, I tend to try to use that Dispel. And here we've got a big nasty troll guarding, I believe, a treasure. Oh, two trolls actually. Attack troll captain and what's the other one? Attack troll veteran. So the veteran can be suffocated, which is just overpowered as crap. I still can't believe that you can even do that to enemies, but whatevs. It's all good. It's awesome, actually, is what it actually is. Let's see here if I... Alright, so let's try paralyzing. And boom, immune. So that's what I thought. Alright, so this troll, yeah, it may look like the other ones earlier, but apparently it's a little bit different because, oh my god, look at that damage too. It's insane. Boom, and there's 2 stuns right off the bat. So that's the brutal thing about those guys. And especially if, so the second troll over there, the one that's dual wielding the swords, he can stun as well. So to be, you know, if you really want to live on the edge, you could just go ahead and not give your character stun immunity, and this is exactly what'll happen. It gets crazy dangerous, but we'll just scatter health and refill everybody up. So anyways, this troll was, or the troll with the hammer was a little bit different than the ones that we fought earlier. For whatever reason, you know, they change him up on you midway through, and you know, the earlier ones were able to be paralyzed and whatnot, but this guy cannot be. Now these attack troll veterans or whatever, the dual wielder sword ones, they can really be taken advantage of, obviously. So crippling smash even works on them, you know, meaning you could just delay their turns inevitably if you wanted to. Otherwise, just do what I did, paralyze him, and he won't do anything to you. Black iron pauldrons. All right, nice. I always like getting new armor for Hadhod. And what's that, a spear for Aoden? I have a hard time believing I'll end up equipping that, but we'll see. Black iron pauldrons. Alright, this has straight upgrade. Yeah, those look pretty cool. Dunedain wool captain's hood. This... that looks okay. I don't know. Let's see what he's equipped with in comparison. 11 speed versus... Yeah, that's a real toss-up right there, in all honesty. It's almost a wash. It's like a... Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll put the new one on, but... Those are really similar. It's like a side grade, if I ever saw one. And here's his new spear. Yeah, I don't suspect I'm gonna go with that. That would take my spirit down by quite a bit. I think he's got. I think he's actually equipped with a spear from the Minas Tirith hard mode as well. So again, you know, you're not actually able to get that at this point in time, but very, very soon you will be able to. So I don't know. I'm kind of cheating a little bit. Alright, what else we got here? I think this area is pretty well cleared out. There's no like hidden encounter that I remember. Although I'm sure I'll end up in a random fight here. Or did I make it to this guy on time? I may have. Oh, what do we have here? A couple of guys that can stun and the spear dude. Yeah, just one shot the guy with the spear. No big deal. Oh, okay, and then just take care of everybody else with a wheel of fire, I guess. Okay, well, that's that. Nothing to see here. Move along. Second Age Loon Silver something. And a piece of armor, I believe, for Morrowind. I think that that scimitar for Idril is all right. Yeah, I think I end up. What do we have here? I'm betting I don't end up equipping this. Yeah, I don't know. It's got good stats. I mean, it's like pretty good across the board, but I think this other one's, yeah, look at that. 19 speed, 9 dex. There's no way I'm giving that up. That's way too good. That and that new piece of whatever armor doesn't have any resistances on it, so. Okay. Yeah, that's a weird looking sword. Very, very thin blade, but kind of cool. Okay. Yeah, nothing new here. Just a bunch of the guys that can stun, and then the spear dude. I don't remember if this guy can be paralyzed or anything like that. I don't think so though. I remember those spear guys seem to be pretty beefy too. They seem like they have a lot of health, and you just can't really do much with them, as far as you know, control. Or controlling type abilities, paralyzing shot, that sort of thing. Immobilizations, cripple. Although he may be vulnerable to cripple, I don't remember. I guess he's not living long enough for us to find out. Alright, oh that's right. So right here, I was really close to learning, what was that? Was that Northern Storm? Yeah. And that's a cool looking ability, so we'll use that once I actually learn it here. Alright, nice little movie scene there. And then most of Minas Tirith's regions or areas are all one way, so you can't really go back once you know, have continued. So you really gotta be, or you really have to make sure that you're being thorough when you're searching the streets. Granted, you know, we'll be able to come back here after. You know, if you do happen to miss something, you can come back with the travel ability, but you know, I would recommend just being thorough. Do it right the first time, right? I know at some point here I end up re-equipping Hadhod's old hammer, the one from Helm's Deep, because I thought it looked so cool, but I guess I was kind of taking my time with that. Alright, so there's all kinds of fun stuff coming up here. If you feel like you need to, save your game right there, and then you know, take care of some more of these fights. It's always, you know, in my opinion, it's always a good idea to save too many times as opposed to not enough. I guess I was feeling fairly confident here, so looks like I'm kind of thinking about skipping over it. But anyways, same fight here basically that we've seen a billion other times. There's Northern Storm, alright. And I know I'm really close to learning Dragon Calling. I know I had it already in my... That's the crazy part, in my old playthrough I already had it at this point, but for whatever reason, the new playthrough here, I think I must have used my like Shadowcraft a lot more than Hadhod's actual spirit powers, so they just didn't develop as early. Alright. Pumping her full of more spirit points. Very nice. Alright, so what do we have here? Definitely going to be a troll. Yeah, okay, so this looks like the same exact fight as earlier. So I would say same tactics. You know, if you need to, bring in Barathor, you stand fast. That's always a good strategy with these trolls. It just takes all the threat away from being stun locked. Nobody likes to be stun locked. And we'll use the Suffocate Evil again, which I don't know, it's really crazy that they let you do that too, but whatever. Oh, okay. Barathor must not have Biting Blade anymore. I'm not sure what sword he's equipped with these days, but obviously he does not have that. Oh, that's right. I think I did, oh, okay, let's see. What's this guy mean? Yeah, he's immune to everything. Literally all the fun stuff. Any type of crowd control type abilities, so. Mountain Troll Leaders. Ow. Okay, so I did notice, though, that when I just looking at the description of this guy, it's a little bit different than the other troll that we encountered earlier. Alright, anyways. Yeah, so I actually just looked back at one of the older videos, and the trolls at the beginning of the Minas Tirith area, I believe they actually just screwed up. Number one, the description is wrong. It's the same exact name, so it's an attack troll captain. So it's the same name as this one, but the description underneath is a little bit different. And it even mentions something about you know, these attack trolls use two swords, and that's not right at all. They're the ones with the hammers, you know, just like this one. So to me, it seems like it just got screwed up. So number one, the description's wrong on the actual troll, and then on top of that, his immunities are wrong as well. But these ones are correct. So the ones obviously later on, I believe, you know, the idea was that they'd be immune to most of those effects. But there's Northern Storm for you, and I don't know, that looks pretty cool. The clouds look amazing. The lightning not so much, but can't win them all. Anyways, it still looks neat. It's not gonna do as much damage, I don't believe, as True Shot, but I think that's just because Northern Storm is multi-target, whereas True Shot's single. And I mean, just the mathematics behind True Shot, you know, it's based off of your weapon damage and all that fun stuff, and your spirit. So that's the reason why that skill is just, it's actually really overpowered. Anyways, yeah, just doing a little more exploring here and getting into extra fights. Alright. Bust out the... Ooh, Northern Storm right off the bat again. I guess we're going with round 2. I think these are the only... Or this is the only 2 times that I ever used Northern Storm. And then now I'm pretty sure I don't use it again for the rest of the game. Yeah, look at those clouds, though. The clouds look really cool. Nice. Okay, so yeah, he was able to one-shot everything with that. It's pretty impressive. But in this particular playthrough, I did a ton of... gave him a ton of spirit as well, though, so that's gonna definitely increase the damage on that by quite a bit. We're going to take a little break here and save the game, as well as it looks like equip some stuff. And all right, yeah, looks like we got some points to toss on our characters as well. Spirit, very nice. All right, yeah, let's get going. I definitely recommend saving here, and then I'll end up, I won't be going too far, and we'll end up coming back here to save again in a little bit, just because there's a semi-difficult series of fights up here. Ring of Command. Nah, I don't think I'm going to end up equipping that. That's going to really bring my speed down and spirit a little bit. Not too much on the spirit, but... yeah, I don't know. That's my guess. I don't think I end up equipping this. I mean, it's not bad. 13 dex, 11 speed, 8 spirit, or 8 strength. That's pretty nice. But yeah, those aren't stats that I'm interested in, so... anyways, let's move on. Keep moving. So this, obviously this fight's nothing too fancy, nothing we haven't already seen a billion times. Okay, maybe not a billion, maybe that's being a bit excessive, but... anyway. No goodies for that fight, that's sad. And then you're actually going to want to go to the left first. Well, you can grab this treasure chest if you want to, but take care of this troll. And I believe this will complete another quest, if I remember right. And then this fight, exactly the same as the last troll fight. So again, you know, if you need to, and I would probably guess that you should anyway, use Barathor's Stand Fast, you know, just to prevent those stuns. That's always a good idea. There we go. I'm practicing what I'm preaching, I suppose, for once. And yeah, these guys don't mess around. They hit pretty hard, obviously. I don't really know why I stole here. I don't know. It's still just, and it ends up being just worthless items that I don't end up using anyway. So I believe Huorn, Pollen. I don't remember if that's. I think that sleeps one target. So again, you know, we've already got literally every single one of my characters already has a way to sleep. You know, in the white craft tree. And what did I just do to this guy? Now I gotta look. Oh, I thought I hit him with like a paralysis skill or something, but he was just really low on health, so he was kind of slouching over on his side. Anyways, yeah, there isn't gonna be too much left here, and this guy's gonna be done. What I did here, actually, I think, anyway, was I started shuffling people in and out, thinking that that it was gonna make a difference for the next fight, but it doesn't. I believe the very next fight. Oh, nice. Okay, there's Dragon Calling. That's what I was doing. Anyways, the next fight is going to be, and then he dies to Suffocate Evil. Next fight's going to be, your characters will end up being split up by 3 and 3, and the game, there's a set way that your characters get set up, so they're split up. So there's no way to you know, kind of change how that happens. So hopefully you haven't been neglecting anyone severely, because that may come back to bite you up here. Anyways, we're gonna grab this treasure chest. Oh, there's nothing in it, nothing useful anyway. And then I'm gonna save, and then we'll cut the commentary because the next series of fights gets a little bit long. So anyways, like I said, I'm going to cut it here. But like, comment, subscribe, whatever you guys want to do. Hope these guides are helpful, though. And hope you join me for more. All right. Thanks for watching.